Dr. Wimberly, we at Yale and you at ITC, we excel at gathering bright, talented young students in classrooms and sharing principles and assigning readings and making sure that the readings have been integrated into their work and their visions of ministry. But you just said you have to get out. You just gave a kind of a commendation to folks if they really want to see to leave. How do you share that with your students, that they actually move beyond that classroom learning and get out into communities?
Well, I could certainly share with you the story of my own classes at ITC, in which I would invite them to go out into the community, and I would go with them into the streets and into the projects and into the neighborhoods. And of course, when the invitation was made, they look and say, well, not sure we want to do that. It can be dangerous. And I say, I'm going too. We're going to go in 2s and 3s. Get your walking shoes on. Let's go. And of course, when that would happen, some remarkable opportunities would open for them. And they would come back really excited because of the things that would happen. One of the experiences that 2 of the youth had was to go and knock on a door, and an older woman who happened to be a grandparent raising grandchildren answered the door. And she invited them in and simply said to them, you know, who are you, from ITC? We've never had anybody come to visit us. And so come in. And she certainly, would you like some water? And she gave them water. And then they told this grandparent that we were going to be having the annual Youth and Family Convocation shortly, and invited her and the 3 grandchildren to come. And she was so delighted to hear about it, said she'd never heard about it before, and that she was going to come. And it was going to be a good little walk, but she wanted to do it and bring the 3 grandchildren. And on the day of the convocation in the morning, here she was walking into ITC with her 3 grandchildren. And of course, my question to the class was, what if you hadn't gone? What if you had knocked on that door? What do you think might have happened? Well, she would have stayed there. She would have missed the opportunity, and the 3 grandchildren would have missed an opportunity to be with other peers and to learn some of the things and link with some of the things that might be helpful in really learning how to live life of hope. Other youth from the class went into the fast food chain restaurants not far from the campus and sat and talked with people. And time again, what they learned was people saying to them, nobody's talked with us before. And they would hear these folks' stories and learn from those stories there are some things that ought to be done, not simply to connect with people, but to respond to what's going on in the communities. So it's really incumbent on us. We must get out of the classrooms. We must get out of the churches and not be afraid to do so. We're covered by God.
Amen.